Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Do 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 do. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is my favourite pig named Peppa. Has their own TV show that's called Peppa Pig. Out of all the pigs named Peppa that have their own TV show called Peppa Pig is my favourite of the Peppa Pigs. The pepping pigs. That's also what I call my penis. Get ready for Peppa Pig. When I'm with a new lady, a new young lady. If I'm lucky enough to be close to a young lady and she's, consenting to do penis things with me, I say, "Here comes Peppa Pig," and then I sing the song. Do 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 do. There's Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig and a bunch of pigs, and this here's Daddy Pig. Whap! And I pull out my penis and I go Peppa Pig, and then I like squeeze the penis so it sort of like goes up a little bit and it like bulges at the end, so it goes, and then I go like my penis is winking. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. This is a skull. That's what that is. Let's do. Let's give this skull eyeballs. Skulls with eyeballs are funny. They don't look correct, but they look. But at the same time, they do look correct. It's like, well, of course, a skull has eyeballs. What else? You got to put something in the fucking sockets, haven't you? Got to have something in there. Well, you don't got to, obviously. But. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Yoink. Yoink. It's not the sound pigs make, you dingus. Dingus, dingus, bobingus. Banana, fana, faux fingers. Fee, fi, momingus. That's not white at all, is it? Oh well. It's a skull. He's got old, aged, discoloured eyeballs. He's got jaundiced eyeballs. That's funny, isn't it? Jaundiced. Going all yellow and shit. Like a bitch. Like a stupid fucking bitch. What can we... I want to give Peppa Pig a body, but like an adult human body. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the theme of today's video. It's going to be a weird... Well, no, it's not going to be weird. It's just going to be... It's probably going to be the same as every other episode. Just a whole load of shit that makes you go, why do I watch this? And makes new viewers go, what the fuck am I watching? Is this it? Is this literally it? Is this it? Is this literally all it is? Yes! It's literally all it is. The point of today, the point of today is just I just need to fucking I just need to loosen up. I just need. I'm in a fucking. I'm in a funk. I'm not. It's not art block. I've had art block before, and it's not that. It's more. It's life block. I've got life block, or I'm just not feeling. I'm really struggling to stay. To like get myself to do shit, to stay motivated, I guess. There's a bunch of like commissions and things I need to work on, and some are even like good commissions that I'll enjoy doing once I do them. But trying to get myself to do them is just a fuck at the moment. I'm just not enjoying anything at all. And I'm not. It's not. I'm trying to do things, and I'm just not happy with the results. And so everything can just fuck off. So, but that's, I think, because I sit down to do shit, and I'm so like, it has to be perfect. I've got to do the fucking thing. And it's all coming out shit. I'm just not happy, and I realise what I need to do is just loosen up. I just need to fucking chill out. It's all good. Because I think that's when I've said, I think I've made videos about it. Like, the problem can be just trying. If you sit there trying to do a thing, trying to get shit perfect, it's just going to come out shit and whack and a whole bunch of whack shit. So you've got to just fucking relax into it. And that's when, you know, my work, I feel, comes out best, is when I'm just chilled out and I'm like, I got this. This is fucking easy. This is a piece of piss. Give a shit. Fuck it. And I just dive in and I fucking go at it. And then I do the work and it comes out really fucking good. Because I'm just that good. Sometimes. Sometimes. But yeah, I'm struggling to get in that sort of mood and that mindset. And I think that's what I need to do is I literally just need to fucking loosen up. So that's what I'm doing. I bought this pad, this Ryman's A3 sketch pad, you know, basically for kids, that they just sit and doodle. They go, oh look, let me. Oh, I drew a me. This is me, and I've got my willies out, and I've got arms, and like I used to do this, drawing hands. I used to draw hands like this, and goes. I know they have fingers on them, so these are fingers. I don't know how many fingers people are supposed to have. Fuck it, I don't care. And then I've got a shirt on and nothing else. I'm peeing. And look how happy he is. Oh, remember when you were happy? It looks like poo, doesn't it? Because it's brown. It's funny. And that's what this is for. I bought this pad specifically for today, just to make marks. And this guy's gonna have his head punched off, I think. So I need a fist. Oh, I love a good fist. I love fisting your mum. Always with the, I don't know what I'm obsessed with your mum. Well, she is sexy. I mean, it's reasonable to be obsessed with such a sexy mum as yours. You sexy mum-having bitch. So I'm sitting here and I'm going to just do things. I'm going to draw like it's fun, as if it was fun. Remember when drawing was fun? What's this guy's head going to look? I don't know. Maybe his head's just a big mouth. Maybe that's his head. He's got a bit of spit coming out, and he's like, oh, fucking, I'm gonna punch your fucking head off, cunt. I'm gonna punch your fucking head off, cunt. Oh, fucking you. Boosh. Sure. Boosh. Boosh. Amuse-bouche. That's a thing. I don't know what amuse-bouche is. Should I Google amuse-bouche? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? I don't even know how to spell it. Amuse-bouche. I'll spell it phonetically. Oh, it's one word. Amuse-bouche. Oh, okay, I was almost there. Oh no, it's not. That's. Oh, it's. I don't know what I'm looking at. Amuse-bouche is a bite-sized hors d'oeuvre. I don't know what that is. An appetizer. Something. Oh, it's a bit of food. some shit, some fucking food or something. And so his head's come off, and it's go boosh, and he's like, oh fuck, and his head's going to be like pushed inwards. Some teeth there. Is shit. Oh fuck. Because that's. I need to just just be silly, because everything's getting too fucking commissions and whatever else. Ugh. And it has to not matter. That's the point. It has to not. If this is good, cool. If it comes out good, that's just going to be because I'm fucking brilliant, because I'm the best in the world. But if it doesn't come out good, it doesn't matter. Because what do fists look like? Okay. I'm an artist. I have to look at my own hands for reference, because I don't know what the fuck a fist is supposed to look like. I also don't know how muscles work on arms. It's a hairy arm. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. It's, you know, that's a fist, and that's it, and it's going blah blah blah. Let's give this guy's teeth mouth head. That's his name. Teeth mouth head. Looks like a. I don't know what he looks like. He looks like a fucking silly goose, doesn't he? So that's me. Having a blast, loving life, hoping I get to live for as long as possible. And just I'm at my wit's end. I'm at my fucking wit's end, ladies and gentlemen. Shit needs to get easier. I think need to get easier. I can't keep it up. There's a pow, and it makes this noise. It wasn't quite the grand fucking. Oh, his head's come off. Shit. I want to, in an ideal world, I'd get into like mainstream comics to the point where they just publish anything I do, just because, you know, I'm established enough that they're like, oh, okay, yeah, your stuff tends to sell, so sure, go for it, whatever. And then I can just make shit like this. Just make a whole comic like this and just give up, you know, like some artists. I won't say any names. Certain artists, there was at least one, possibly several others, but at least one certain artist that started following me recently, and I know for a fact I've badmouthed them in multiple videos. Like, I've said quite unkind things about their art. I'm not gonna. Not that I'm not gonna do that anymore, but I'm gonna have a whole episode dedicated to complaining about things soon. Because everyone loves to complain about shit, don't they? It's part of the fun of being on the internet. It's just fucking whinging and complaining about everything always. Look, he's getting his head punched off. Oh my god. Can I draw a horse? I'm going to need to draw a horse. Horse head. Come on, Google Images. Let's draw a horn's head. Because there is a particular thing I do want to draw. But, and it's like, it's got that bit, isn't it? I could just BoJack Horseman, but He's a very specific horse, isn't he? Ears like that, and a mane, and a neck like this. Gigantic fucking necks that horses have. I want to draw. I'll get to it. I'm going to look at a book first, and then I'll get on to drawing the horse I want to draw. Ah, this is. Remember when drawing was fun, when you could just sit there and go, oh yeah, let's have a draw. But now even when I get into like, because this is what sketchbooks are supposed to be. Sketchbooks, the whole point is that you have just a space to just fucking piss around, experiment and do whatever. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. If you get some good drawings out of it, even in the sketchbook or not, cool, whatever, that's not the point. The point is just it's a space where you can just fucking not give a shit, where you just fucking... But increasingly, I find my sketchbooks, I try to make them, because I know at the end of my sketchbooks, I'm going to do a tour, a video flip through my sketchbook tour. So I try to make it good. There's a few pages here and there that I put in as like token bad scribbly pages. But for the most part, I try to make them good drawings, especially my most recent one, because of, you know, its format. It's sort of, it kind of needs to be good because it's a spectacle, and so I need it to live up to that spectacle. If I pull out a whole sketchbook like this and it's like all connected to one long thing and it's just a bunch of scribbles, it's fucking shit. So I need it to be good. So I have to start with something good, and it's got to have cool drawings and paintings and studies and portraits and guns and muscles and women with guns and muscles and sexy clown ladies. Me going fucking fucking Hulk Frankenstein. So even my sketchbooks can't be just nice relaxed doodle pads, which is why I bought this specifically, to just fucking fuck around, because I don't want to. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of drawings mattering. I'm sick of them having to be fucking good. I hate it. Fucking sick of it. Fucking sick of it. I don't know. I can't draw whores mouths. Whores mouths. Funny little eyes. This is a horse. This is a horse. This is Horse Attack. Do you remember Art Attack? That was a thing, wasn't it? That's the worst horse I've ever seen in my life. Have I ever seen a horse before? Fuck is wrong with me? What am I doing? I can't draw a fucking horse. Bojack is probably actually the best way to just get fucking horse shape and draw fucking horse, because I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Again, it doesn't matter. It's not the point. It doesn't need to look good. It's just. Can I draw a horse? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can or not. Just do it anyway. Fucking fuck it. This episode is that. That's what this episode is. It's just fucking. This is me these days. It's just fucking. And I just need to chill out. Have a piss around. A bunch of shit. Have a piss around and a bunch of shit. Have a bunch of shit and a piss around. Piss all over your mother's tits. I want some amount of medieval, magical, mystical inspiration. So I'm going to look at this book. This is my art book. Ugh, I think there's dead bugs on it. Of course, because why wouldn't my house be filled with fucking dead bugs? This is my art book. I did a video and I made it like it was mine. That was back some time ago. I've looked at this before when I pretended that it was mine. Look at that. Oh. I could just look at that drawing for minutes. That's fucking good though, isn't it? The stockiness of the horse. How just fucking solid that horse feels. And it's such like a relatively simple line drawing. And it's just fucking... That's how you draw a horse. Jesus, it's me going, I don't know how to draw a horse. And then fucking... So that's exactly why I want to look at this book. I just want to look through it and just soak up some of the fantastic Frazetta vibes. That's vibes, but with an F instead of a V. Have you seen that thing where people say every letter of the alphabet starts with the letter that it is? You know, like E starts with E, I guess. B starts with B. D starts with D. But then W doesn't. W should be wobble you. But that's not remotely true. Because F doesn't. X doesn't. Lots of letters don't. F should be fef. X should be... So it's funny. Shouldn't W be wobble you? Because it should start with the letter that it is. But no, because you're a fucking idiot. I don't know why. Why did I bring that up? What the fuck was I? I don't know. Oh look, a bunch of old shit. It's quite good though, isn't it? It is quite good. I mean, hot take, but I think Frank Frazetta is quite a good artist. Just my opinion. That's really interesting. Look at the lines that trunk is made up of. It doesn't actually have lines going across it. It has lots of hatched ink shading lines to imply, to build those shapes of the trunk. And it's got like the flat bottom and it sort of curves like a tentacle. It's really, really good. Look at this guy. He's even flipped off and up and out. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fucking pumas or saber-toothed cats or whatever around. 10 maybe, I think that's one. 11? 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's standing on one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, wow. Yeah, if I was going to draw something like this, I'd maybe stretch as far as 2 saber-tooth tigers and be like, that's enough. That's fucking enough. And maybe that's why Frank Frazetta is at... there's a shadow of one. 12. That's why Frazetta has achieved legendary status. Or status. Or status. Or status. And I have... I'm almost legendary. But not quite. I'm getting there. I'll be there soon. Next year. I'll be there next year. See, Frazetta draws and paints, or drawed and painted a lot of horses, and that's one of the things in the thing. So there's a thing I want to do. There's an image I want to create, and within that image is a horse of sorts. So I need Horsian inspiration. I could look at Bisley, but Bisley's very sort of Bisley horses. They're very specifically Bisley horses. Whereas Frazetta feel a little bit more naturalistic in terms of horses. This is incredible. The white highlights really just fucking... I get how solid it feels, and it feels like it's a bronze statue. The purples and yellows. Purples and yellows. Yellow in the background. Really fucking good. Look at this guy. What's he doing? Yeah, that's cool too, I guess. Give me some horses. Where are your fucking horse paintings, Mr. Frazetta? Frazetta. Oh, Frankie Frank balls. Mammoths are cool. I'd like to draw a mammoth. I don't know why. I like mammoths in Skyrim. I wish they were more of... Like, it's cool that they just are out there and that them and giants have, like, this bond. Like, giants, like, farm fucking mammoths or whatever in Skyrim. It looks a bit like a nipple, doesn't it? Planet. But I don't know, I just wish there was, like... I wish you could ride mammoths. I want to be able to play Skyrim, ride a mammoth through a bandit camp and just fucking trounce them all. That was a fun little aside, wasn't it? There you go! Horsins. Horsins. There's a bitch-ass horse, man. In a good way. That could sound like a bad way. The straps, the tension in those straps across its muscled body. It's simple lines, but it's just... That's the sign of a good artist that can like take something simple and just make it look incredibly unsimple, and then at the same time can take really ridiculously I've lost the word, complex, can take ridiculously complex things and make them look simple. Just fuck with your perception of everything. I like the lizard. That's a good lizard. The use of highlights is so... Yeah, it's just, it feels like such a solid shape, the lizard. And it would be so easy to just fuck that up, but... Heavens. Gosh and heavens. Ah, that's a good one, isn't it? That's a classic. Fucking the chained hero and the big snake. That's a girl, and that's me with my penis. My giant python of a... Woo. Well, if we're talking Frazetta horses, you don't get much more iconic than that, do you? That's about as fucking as you get. Sort of weird mottled, kind of bloodied look to the axe. The shape of the axe is really good as well. The little like curve up and then across. Oh, excuse me, and the curve down. Death dealer. Yeah, it's pretty fucking intense, isn't it? The detail on like the horse armor or the saddle or whatever, it's pretty ridiculous. Like the rings in this like chainmail is okay, sure, but then the detail and to have the highlight so it looks like a shining brass or something. God damn it. I mean, I could paint like that. I don't want to, you know. It's just not my style, man. Whoa, what it do? A banished metal. I was trying to think of the word. I think I am going to keep a list of words that I forget during the podcast because I remembered some of them. I forgot the word shipping container in a Sludge Life episode. I remembered one from I think last week or the week before. It was during the Halloween one, I think. What was a word? I think I used the wrong word when I meant one word and I said another. I felt very silly about it afterwards. But yeah, as I remember them, way after recording the episode, I'm going to keep a list and I'm going to go through it and look at all the ridiculous fucking, what should be very basic, easy words to remember that I just can't think of during the podcast because I'm a fat idiot and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Conan. I love the idea of Conan, and there's some really good artwork of Conan out there, but I just can't bring myself to enjoy any of it. I've looked through comics and like films and stuff. It doesn't hook me in, and like it's slain basically, isn't it? I think Slain I like maybe a bit more because it's a little bit more stylized and a bit more sort of funny and sarcastic, while still being, you know, covering important topics and such. But Conan, I don't know. I'm sure there is wit and charm to the stories of Conan, but I've just never. It's never grabbed me. Soldiers. That's quite wild. I know. I was going to say it's quite wild to see Frazetta painting more like modern day stuff. I know he's done like space stuff, like futuristic laser blasters and moon sprites or whatever. But it's a bit odd to see him painting like more modern stuff, or, you know, even though this is in the past, whatever. But, you know, like regular existing things like tanks and Nazis getting shot to fuck, as they may well should do. Look at that puddle. I like the ground is like really thick paint, just sort of. He's probably done it with some level of precision, but he's used really thick paint to create texture, and then used like washes and stuff to that sort of soaks and leaves. What's the words I'm looking for? Leaves residue around the lumps and bumps of the texture, which gives this texture to the ground. But then this puddle here, he's just like washed some colours in it, and it looks like an oil slick reflecting fucking puddle, doesn't it? And that's in the final piece on the printed. Yes. Hey, when you know what you're doing. There's a horse and some naked broad riding it. We like that. Ooh, nice bit of arse. That wave. You could give me 1,000 years to paint waves, and I don't think I'd ever put those colours into it. Unless, you know, there was a photo that looked kind of like that I could just copy and pretend I came up with it. Or someone else's art that I could just copy and, yeah, whatever. So fucking incredible. The light in the sky on the waves, the light, the shape and light of the waves, the what do they call this? The mist, I don't know, the fucking spray, the ocean spray and shit. The water cascading on the rocks. It's insane. Well, it's not insane, it's very, very sane. It's just incredibly well executed. The Silver Warrior. That's really cool too. Some polar bears. Oh, aren't they cute? Dying off because of climate change. That was all fun, isn't it? This is one of the earliest paintings I did. Was a version of this, but it was all like goblins, and then like basically a Conan type muscle guy. I have it. Oh, actually, I think it might be in here somewhere. Let me have a quick flick through. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's yeah. Like, I mean, it's old. This is from 2000. Did I put a year in here? 2018. Only 6 years ago. It feels like a lot longer. But it's quite an early painting of a different. There is a Conan that's more like this. A Frazetta Conan that's more like this. But yeah, this guy with his arm up here and a hand there, axes and shit and skulls in the background. I paid some attention to like the details and shit. The back with the bum here, there. You know, I put some effort in. It's not awful. It's not my best work, but it's alright. For what it was, being fucking old, 6 years old, getting on for 7, I guess. A bit basic, isn't it, as far as a Frazetta painting goes? What a load of shit. It's very bold. It works for a book cover though, because as a painting, it's almost like it completely works for the painting, but there's a lot of yellow space. a very, very bold, large area, which, like I say, does work for a painting, but does leave a little bit to be like, that's a lot of space. But he obviously knew it was for print, and that the space would be taken up with text and stuff, which is just very basic. Obviously, if you're an illustrator, you have to take that sort of shit into account. But it's just one of those things. It's like, you know, some people might not think about it, but if you know what you're doing, you think about it. I'm just saying words to fill the emptiness while I look through this book. So yeah, words, and other wording words. I like this because I've said before about how having a largely white cover of a book or something, having a lot of white space on a book can be really impactful. It can almost feel like the artwork is unfinished, because it's like, well, why didn't you paint in a background? But then when most covers are like this, full of colour, sometimes dark, there's all stuff going on. If you suddenly have a cover that's like bright white for the most part, it does stand out. Thistlebone, I remember. I think the first book of Thistlebone did that. And I like that it's not white. It's like a cream kind of colour. So he has actually, you know, painted it as he would. He knows what he's doing. But yeah, I really like the sort of white-ish space that it leaves. It is very dynamic, and you know, these figures and shit stand out even more so against that pale background. That's a bit different, but no horses, so I don't give a shit. Oh no, there's a lion and a man. Would you rather be approached by a lion or a man? It's like the bear in that question. There's a guy. Uncle Creepy. Oh, it's me! Oh, he painted me. Uncle Creepy. See, because I guess I go by Uncle Ewan and I'm quite creepy, so I got Uncle Creepy. It's very different. Very, very different. A lot less rendered than most Frazetta pieces. All these gaps with the red coming through. So that's what underpainting does. Everyone fucking asks about underpainting all the goddamn time. Just get the red underpainting, and then when you leave gaps, he did it in a very effective way. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It can be very useful, a useful tool for doing shit with your paintings and shit. Love that pose. That's a great pose. The legs splayed out is sort of brilliant. I tend to do that with most of my characters. And then one arm over this way, the other arm up here. And that follows through with the wing and the whole whoosh, the sword. Like this guy curves up into the sword, curves up into this arm, curves up into this wing. This whole arch, and then the whole thing going on. Oh, that's fucking great. Don't know what the fuck these things are supposed to be, but some kind of harpy. Maybe winged terrors, I suppose. Winged terrors. That guy just checking out a naked chick with a tail. Let's go. I wonder if it's a butt plug or if it's a naturally occurring thing. Oh, they stole her. Dinosaurs are enjoying it. The size of the heads on those dinosaurs, they look great. They look almost cartoonish, but good at the same time. Grr. Grr. That's like half of me looking at art books and things is just going, oh, it's good. Oh, it's fucking good. I love that. That's really, really cool. Nice little Hobbit piece. Frodo confronting a warg. We've all been there, haven't we, eh? I don't know what I mean by that. Motion lines. Right, what do I need? What I wanted to do, the image I wanted to create was, might work better portrait mode, but, I was like, oh no, this will get in the way, but I could just fold it over, I suppose. Are we visible? Is it all good? Are we all good? I want to do, this is horse. This is a horse of course. Horse, and then horse ears, mane and shit. Probably shouldn't be that high up. That's what a horse looks like. And then it's got, and then there needs to be a guy here on the horse, of course. Jesus, come on. Google's doing weird shit. And hands. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to, I'm like, oh, but where does the line? Doesn't matter, just draw some shit and it's whatever. Doesn't matter if it's good, if it's bad, it's fucking whatever. It's literally fucking whatever. Jesus Christ, Ewan, you fuck. So there's a man on a horse. But it's a specific horse and a specific man. Now the specific horse, because it's got 8 legs. Do you know what horse has 8 legs? A fucking fucked up one, I can tell you that much. That's right, it's Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse of Odin, the god of Norshan, the godson of Norshan. What do horses look like? That's funny, isn't it? It's been more like that. And then many legs. Which way did? It's only got one. Maybe you could have one like that. I don't know. So many. And then this is Odin on the horse. So Odin's got to have like a helmet. I want to give him the cool Odins I've seen have like big wings on his helmet. I feel like that would be cool to give him like big wings on his helmet. Give him one of those like nose covering bits. He's got an eye missing. He's got a big fucking beard, big smile because he's Odin. I mean, he's got to be happy about that, hasn't he? Cape because he's super Odin in his super cape. Legs. What the fuck does Odin wear on his legs? I've got Google images of like Sleipnir, Odin, fucking whatever. Does he have like? Oh, that's a good one. I like that. He's got like fur rimmed boots. Assume, does Sleipnir have like stirrups and shit? I don't know, horse things. And then this will be like that. Did you know I'm a professional artist? That said, it is, we're getting close to the end of this year, which will mark 5 years that I've been doing this full time. That I've been full time arting. I'm thinking of like if I'm gonna do something podcast related or video or otherwise to like celebrate having been a full time artist for 5 years. I'm unsure if I'm going to celebrate at all, if I am going to do something, and if so, what that something might be. I've no clue. I really haven't given it any thought. Well, I've given it a little bit of thought, but it's it's a pretty big deal. It's been really fucking difficult at times, and I genuinely, I think that's also another reason that I'm like feeling as sort of dishevelled and such as I am, because it is coming up on 5 years, and I'm aware of that, and that is sort of hitting me as I've said before. I hoped things would grow more than they have in these past 5 years, but you know, it is what it is. They've grown as much as they've grown, or haven't grown as much as they haven't, and so I think maybe that just makes me feel a little bit worried, a little bit lost, a bit unsure of things, and also I worry that it can't continue. I want it to continue. You know, I things have grown, and you know, the YouTube channel is growing, especially in the last few months, let alone the last year or so. So I've reason to believe things might be okay, but I worry that I'm gonna have to find alternative employment, which, you know, I do consider myself lucky that I've been able to spend any amount of time doing art professionally, but it feels on my insides there's a lot of stress and worry that it just can't continue. The stress of living paycheck to paycheck, having to sometimes desperately try to make money every month. And I understand that's part of life for many, many people. It's not, you know, singular to me, but it's fucking constant. And it worries me a lot. And I worry that I'm going to have to pack it all in and get a real job. So yeah, I think that may be partly responsible for, like I say, why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling of late. Ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see what tomorrow brings, what the next year brings, whatever. I know I said also that you know, the 300th podcast episode is coming up. Then I realised there's like this would be 280 something, so like 20 more episodes, 20 weeks. That's a bunch of months. I think when I first started really talking about it, it was effectively 3 months away, which is sort of fully into next year. So we've got a little while to go until we're at episode 300. But you know, it is getting there. So that's something. And the fact that I've been doing, you know, the podcast that long is pretty cool. I'm happy about that. I just don't know how long it can continue. I know, you know, I'm just going to be repeating myself, but I really had hoped that the Patreon would be more of a thing than it is. I don't want to minimise how grateful I am to everyone who is currently subscribed and has subscribed over the years. I you know, $1 a month, if that brought in enough people just to cover like my rent and stuff, but it just hasn't worked out that way, and that is what it is. It's, you know, it can't be helped. It just is that. Is that what horse legs look like? I don't know. I've never had a horse. I've never been a horse. What is the back legs of a... Oh, Jesus. And then this is its anus. It's farting while it's... And then I sit here and I do this shit. And I say, oh, why aren't more people following me? Why aren't I making more money? And as I always say, it's not about the money, but, you know, I need it to live. Because capitalism is the thing. And then I sit here doing this shit. Wondering why I'm not a more famous, rich fucking knobhead of an artist. It doesn't look anything like Sleipnir. There should be more to it, shouldn't there? Should Sleipnir have a helmet also? Should he have a cool, like, the same sort of fucking helmet with horns on it? He needs all of his legs, doesn't he? That's why it's not looking like Sleipnir, because he's... Ow! I just gave myself a paper cut. I want to paint like a draw/paint like a really decent picture of Odin riding Sleipnir. That's what this all is. I want to make a really cool, like, Odin, and then he's going to have a big spear in his hand. And there'll be fires behind him, or maybe clouds and sun, I don't know. Viking shit. That's what it will be. It'll be a whole load of Viking shit. And rains in his mouth and shit. A whole bunch of shit and other shit too. Doesn't help that my pen's running out. That's cool, you know, you get the idea, don't you? But then there's quite a cool one that looks like it's carved into a rock or something, and I like how stylistic it looks. And it's more like its legs are like twisting and stuff. I want it to be like blocky and bulky. And then its head, ears, and other legs. Odin here. This is Odin's head. Jesus. I give him the smallest little paper cut, but it really hurts. Big wings on his helmet. I've got wings on my helmet too. I mean my penis. That's a really funny looking Odin, actually. Got a funny looking Sleipnir as well. I think that's how it's pronounced. Sleipnir. What a funny pronunciations they have. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, Sleipnir, which is this horse guy. Tail. Should I draw the head like a Peppa Pig head? Both eyes on the side. Like this. That's quite funny. Oh, he's only got one eye. But this is a funny little Odin because he's got no arms. He's just like head and a funny little... It's almost like an Among Us. It looks like a little Amogus Odin. That's pretty funny. That actually is pretty funny. I kind of like it. But yeah, I want to make a decent painting, not necessarily as grand and ornate as a Frazetta piece. I could, obviously, if I wanted to, you know, I've got it in me, but yeah, just a fucking gnarly, cool Odin on Sleipnir painting would be really cool. If someone wants to commission it, then, you know, help out, but I will just do it for me otherwise. I actually really like this. I might have to do two Odin and Sleipnir paintings. I might have to do one like this, just like a funny little one. I can do it on a smaller scale, just because it would be funny to do. Especially if I do it like just after if I do a really nice like this big portrait fucking horse and thing, that'd be really cool. And then afterwards, just quickly paint a funny little one. But then the first one I post will be the funny little one, and I'll be like, look, I painted Odin and Sleipnir. And then afterwards, you know, people will be like, oh, that's funny. And then afterwards I'll be like, oh no, I actually painted Odin and Sleipnir, and people would be like, oh my god. They'll all shit themselves with joy at the artistic prowess on display. Drawing and painting Odin and Sleipnir. Be mountains in the background. Some like dead bodies and shit. Oh no, I'm dead. I really like it. There's got to be a crow somewhere as well, hasn't there? There you go, there's the crow.